Welcome to the Ballard Proud podcast. It seems everyone can agree that Ballard is a fantastic school district, and when asked why, the answer always includes some reference to, well, it's people and relationships. So I'm on a mission to get to know the people of Ballard and find out why everyone is so proud to be part of this district. I'm Danny Trimble, Superintendent for the Ballard District, and I'd love for you to come along with me on this journey to uncover what it means to be Ballard Proud. Welcome to this edition of the Ballard Proud podcast. We have a new twist today. I'm excited to share that this episode will highlight board member Stacey Noe. A longtime Ballard community member, Stacey was elected to the Ballard School Board in 2021. Stacey, thanks for making time to join us today.
Happy to be here.
So tell us about, so this is the background question I always start with, just maybe a little different twist. Tell us about your connection to the Ballard District.
Yeah, sure. So we've lived in the Ballard community. We moved to Huxley about 21 years ago, so we've been here for a long time. We've had three children go all the way through the school program in Ballard. So my oldest daughter, Taylor, graduated. She's been out. She's 22 now. So she is at Iowa State working on a degree in graphic design. And then we have twin daughters, Paige and Peyton, who graduated a couple of years ago. One's at Iowa State for marketing, the other one's at University of Arkansas for dietetics. And then we have one student, still our son is still in the school district. So he is 16, he's a sophomore. So, but they all came here and started kindergarten all the way through. So been in the community for a while.
You have, and you do other things in the community that people probably see you about and about plenty of times.
Yes. So we have the ice cream business, or at least we do for a few more days. We're transitioning that ownership. But yeah, we've been involved in a lot of community organizations over the years. We really like being a part of the community. We think Ballard's community is absolutely great. I also have a twin sister who owns a daycare, so there's a lot of confusion for the younger population on who I am. So lots of random hugs, which is fine until they realize that I'm not Sarah. And so there's a little bit of that too. So
yeah, and all those connections, I'm sure I'll let you tell it's your story, but I'm sure that as some of why you decided you'd be interested in becoming a school board member. So what interested you in serving on the school board?
So obviously my term started in 2021, and that was right after 2020 when we had all of the COVID issues that the schools had to deal with. And I think that was obviously a difficult time for everyone across the nation, but definitely for our schools. And I was always really impressed with how Ballard managed through that difficult time. And I know, we had friends that were on the board, and it was never an easy thing to manage through, but I thought they did a really good job. And so after watching them, and I know it wasn't easy on them, so they did a great job, but I know it was very taxing on them. And talking to some people that there was some spots coming open on the board, I felt like it was something that, I would like to serve and kind of give back and maybe, give some perspective of a parent that at that time had kids in elementary, middle, and high school. And so really a good perspective across, a lot of the age groups. I think at the time as well, the board was pretty heavy on members that didn't have kids in the district or had just graduated out. And so I thought that was a good opportunity to come in with, we had the whole gamut of age ranges. So I think that's kind of what led me to be an interest in serving on the board.
Yeah, and we want to get to know a little bit more about you beyond that. So what are your interests outside of supporting the school district?
A lot of our interests, I think, for our family, really, first and foremost, I've tried to tell my kids, like, being in the community and being part of a community is really, really important. You don't just live there, but you actually are engaged in the community and find ways to give back. So if it's through the church, through, community organizations, through the school, whatever it is. So we've always kind of tried to instill that. So when the kids were younger, did a lot of coaching little kids in basketball and different sports. So we try to, contribute there. Obviously, opening the business to help provide opportunities for students in the district to learn how to work, which I think is really important. We were involved in a community organization, the Huxley Heroes, for a long time until the kids got older. And so I think that's all really important to us. But now we're kind of in that transition stage as our kids are leaving. And now it's focused mainly on, we have a daughter that runs for the University of Arkansas. So a lot of our interests right now are around going to cheer her on, supporting our son in football, like still on the athletic events. My oldest daughter is active in theater and musical performances. So when she's in those performances, we're obviously taking those in. So that's kind of what I guess our interests are now. So still revolving a lot around our kids, but we're starting to transition a little bit to different things.
Yeah, different stages of life, you bet. So what do you think might surprise people to know about you?
I think I don't think a lot of people know that my background. I actually have a degree and grew up on a farm. I have a degree in agriculture, and so I have a large passion for agriculture, and so I love to be able to give back into that realm. Besides working, I work for a software company for veterinarians. That's kind of my full-time job, and then I also teach at Iowa State University on the ag entrepreneurship program. And so kind of do that. And I bet a lot of people, I mean, that's kind of for us, it's always very interesting, for me as looking at, I spent 10 years working previously at Iowa State and kind of seeing how kids transition from the Ballard program into the collegiate setting and what those differences are. It's been kind of nice to see that firsthand. So, yeah, so that's probably something people don't know.
All right, thanks for that. And what makes you most proud when you think about this district and your time here?
I think our district is amazing. I love our school, is bigger. I grew up in a school that had 300 kids, kindergarten through 12th grade, so a little different. But I still feel like Ballard, even though it's larger than what we grew up with, our kids still have the same opportunities. It's not so big that they can't. I think the district has done a great job of continually managing their finances, which I think has been evident in the work that they've been able to do over the last few years. And I will say that I think one of the best things that we have done since I've been a board member was hiring you, Danny. I mean, I know, sorry. But I think it's a hard job and making sure you make the right pick. And I'm the things that I've seen, in the last couple of years for the district, the improvements, I'm just really excited about where the district is actually heading. It's been great for my kids, but I'm really excited for everybody else who's coming into the district.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that little shout out, but also thanks for your service. Thanks for the way you give to the community all of these years. And thanks for helping us turn the corner and broaden our scope with the podcast as a board member coming on. So we appreciate it. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Ballard Proud. There's more to come as we dive into what it means to be Ballard Proud. Until next time, I'm Superintendent Danny Trimble, and I hope you have a great day.